Happy Friday. How's it going? We've made it to the end of the week, folks. Are you as thrilled about that as I am? I sure hope so. Today, I am asking to get a message with guidance around the feminine. And specifically, what does the feminine need to tie up at the end of the week? Okay. Oh my. Lots of cards. So we have a lot to say today. Let's get right into it, shall we? All right, I warn you in advance, this is a big one. It's a long one, so buckle in, keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times, and let's get started, shall we? Today, we're starting off with the Strength card. This is to remind you that you are bigger and stronger than you know. A lot of people have been trying to convince you otherwise, probably your entire life. Relatable. But they've been doing that because they've been trying to suppress and silence you. They do not want you to be big. They do not want you to be loud because they know that as soon as you start acting that way, you're going to create waves for them. Here's the thing. Again, this is your life. You are your own whole and sovereign being. Be loud. Speak up. Use your voice. Even Lou says, be loud and speak up. If you need to be seen and or heard, do it. Do it. Have no regrets. It's time for you to speak up because you can. You have the bandwidth for it. You have the extra space internally because your cup is overflowing. You have love and abundance coming in from every which way imaginable. You might not think you do, but you do. Your higher self is saying, hey, it's time for us to be loud. It's time for us to promote who we are, what we do, and what we stand for. We live in a world where there's a lot of noise. I want to encourage you, tune in your internal dial. Think of it like an old AM/FM radio. You have to tune in to the right frequency, okay? As soon as you get tuned into that frequency, all of the downloads, all of the messages are going to start flowing in. Just like they do here. That's going to turn you into the Sage of Cups. That's the King of Cups in this deck, by the way. That's going to make you the one who rules with the biggest heart, with the most empathy. And by the way, that's what people are attracted to. They're not attracted to wealth. They're not attracted to big flashy cars. They're attracted to what's in here. That's what's going to bring people in. The world tends to forget that. They choose to forget that. For whatever reason, some jackwagon decided, I've got to be loud and proud about what it is I'm going to do. Okay. But is there any heart behind it? If not, then at the end of the day, what's the point? Truly, what's the point? A good leader knows how to rule, not with an iron fist, but with an empathetic heart. You see here? All those wands behind her, that's that passion. It's that fire that's inside of her. That's also the excess of heart space that's illuminating from inside of her. How do you gain that? Meditation. I know nobody ever wants to hear that. Again, meditation looks different for everyone. Maybe you need to go for a run by yourself. Maybe you need to paint on a canvas. Maybe you need to tune everybody out, put on some headphones, and just blare some death metal. I have friends where that's meditation for them. And you know what? Kudos. For me, just getting on my little cub cadet and mowing my grass. You want to know why? Because for me, that's how I can tune out the world. That's how I can tune out the world. My allergies hate me for it. I hate myself for it afterwards because of all the excess pollen that I'm consuming. But you know what? My head and my heart thank me for it. Because those are the moments when I'm able to disassociate with the rest of the world. Sometimes I'll put on music, sometimes I'll put on a book, other times it'll be a podcast. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's background noise to me, and I'm able to sit with myself while doing a mundane task of following my pattern, whatever that may be. I'm a weirdo. I change up my pattern because I like my grass to look nice. That said, for me, meditation is being able to disassociate with the world and connecting with myself. And guess what? That's all meditation is. That's all meditation is. So find a way for you to disassociate with the world so that you can connect with you. As soon as you do, you're going to be on the right path to the Sage of Cups, to the King of Cups. Here, the Daughter of Cups, she's the page in this deck. You can see she's very, very open. She's just very open to her environment. She's popping up from the water. She has, this almost reminds me of the World card in tarot. See here, the lilies, the water lilies, they're starting to open up. It's all about life cycles, endings and beginnings. We're starting a new life cycle here. She has the cup on her head where the water's flowing out. That's your ideas. But they're coming from a heart space, right? Share those with the world. You can see here with the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups around. It's that continuous cycle of the water flowing. That's your love flowing. And here in the middle, there's the crystal in the background. It's almost like it's lighting up that cup. That's the heart space right there. That's you. You're the one whose ideas, whose love. These 6 cups around this one here in the middle, this is the noise of everyone and everything else around you. You in the middle, you already know what noise you should be listening to. That's your noise, the noise that's coming from here. A little bit from here, but more so from here. This is where you want to lead from. That's where you're going to be pouring from too. Because realistically, love is always going to be the right answer. It's always going to be the right answer. And you know this. I know you know this. If you're here watching this, you already know. Your higher self has been telling you this for a long time. I'm just regurgitating it back out to you. I'm the conduit of this message. I'm the one who's saying back to you all the things that it's already telling you. You're also the Sage of Wands. Again, the Sage in this deck is the king. So you're the highest fire power that there is, right? Yes. You have all of these grand ideas. You have all of the passion that's required to propel you forward in the right direction. You're seeing this as a crossroads. And it is. This is a form of evolution. Okay? The river is going to keep flowing, whether you're standing in the middle of it or not. It's up to you to decide, are you just going to stand there and let the current take you and run over you? Or are you going to flow with the current and see where it goes from there? I'm only seeing one path ultimately. Sure, there are two wands there, but there's only one path. The wands are blocking off the path. So this is where you need to connect with yourself to say, okay, how are we going to cut through this? We're at a thicket right now. It's up to you to decide. Do you go straight through? Do you go around? Over? Under? One way or another, you've got to figure out how to get through whatever it is that's blocking you. Because something or someone is blocking you from your true path. You know it. I know you know it. It is sad. It's very sad. It's something you're going to mourn over if you haven't already. And you're probably going to continue to for a little bit because this one's cutting deep. I know it is. Someone's betrayed you in a way that you never thought possible. And it's probably someone who's really close to you. More than likely, it's a very close family member. It's a loved one. Could be a life partner, a best friend, someone who's been in your life for a long time, or it's someone who's been with you through some really tough stuff. Regardless, it's time to cut ties. Again, go within. You have everything that you need without them. I realize that nobody ever wants to hear that. This is your therapy lesson of the day. It's time to cut out those who are toxic to you and for you. Okay? They're driving you crazy. They're making you second guess everything that you know to be true. They're trying to tell you that you're better off with them, not without them, that they're protecting you, they're keeping all of the evil at bay. However, they're going to spin it to make themselves look good. I know. Believe it or not, we've all been there. Is it going to be easy? Nope. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to be one of the hardest things you've ever had to do. But it's going to be ultimately the right thing for you. Because it's bringing you to that emperor-like energy. It's allowing your inner masculine to not become the toxicity that they are. So to sum this whole reading up, it's time to cut ties and walk away. You know this. I know you know it. And it's easier said than done. Do you need a game plan to get all this going? Probably. So I'm going to encourage you to meditate. Sit down with yourself and figure out what it is you're truly trying to achieve. Could be right now in this moment. It could be your life as a whole. But what is it that you're trying to achieve? There's someone standing in your way. Or something. Could be just a job in general. It might be time for you to brush up your resume and start applying at other places because where you're at right now, it ain't working. Regardless, that's what's blocking your path. Figure out how to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Put on your big kid pants and walk away. I have more faith in you than you know. You've got this.